Emma's world fractured the moment two officers in uniform arrived at her porch with tidings of her husband's passing in Afghanistan. Now, solitary in their bedroom, her hands shook as she powered on his deployment computer. Buried within the drives, she found something that caused her breath to hitch, a note he never intended for anyone to see. When Army First Lieutenant Todd Weaver of Hampton, Virginia, lost his life to an IED during his second deployment to Afghanistan, the 26-year-old left behind his loyal wife Emma and their infant daughter Kylie, who was too little to recall her dad. Knowing this might occur, Todd took measures to get ready for the worst. Emma, however, wouldn't find what he had prepared until days following his burial. Once her husband's body was brought home, Emma received Todd's computer from his tour. Devastated and swamped with grief, she didn't turn on the machine until 2 days past the service as she struggled with the void. At the memorial, loved ones convened to salute Todd, donating to the Children of Fallen Soldiers Relief Fund in his honor rather than sending blooms. When Emma eventually accessed Todd's laptop, she stumbled upon something that froze her in place. In that agonizing instant, realizing she never got to bid him farewell, she found that Todd had arranged something for her and their child, just in case he didn't return. On the screen, she saw 2 Word files, one named Dear Emma, and the other, Dear Kylie. Grasping that he wrote these notes for them, Emma was overcome with feeling. Todd had made certain that even gone, his voice would find the people he cherished most. Emma began to review the farewell notes from her spouse. Dear Emma, if you are reading this, it means I failed to make it back, and I can no longer say to you in person exactly how much I love you. But know that I love you intensely and always will. Even though I am not with you in the flesh, take solace in knowing that I am guarding you. I am still here in spirit, forever by your side. I know this is a terribly hard time, but I also know how resilient you are. Recall that the Lord has a design for us, even if we don't comprehend it now. Someday it may become plain. I want you to realize just how much you mean to me. I couldn't have wished for a more affectionate, gorgeous, and supportive wife. The moments we've experienced over the years have been the highlight of my life. Although it may appear my time was cut short, I feel fortunate beyond measure. I wed the perfect woman, we share a stunning daughter who impresses me daily, and we even have 2 amazing pups, most of the time anyway. I couldn't request anything else. If you ever feel down, recall the lovely memories we built. Look at our girl and see her beauty and power. Be tough for her. Speak to her about me. Remind her of how much I adored her, and tell her she was my supreme joy. Her birth was the finest day of my existence, and she is the greatest thing that ever occurred to me. Her laughter and grin are everything good and pure in this world. Let her know that Daddy is in heaven now, looking out for her and defending her every day. I love you, Emma, and I want you to find joy, even if it feels impossible right now. Have trust that better days lie ahead. You and Kylie have a fantastic life waiting for you, and I am so thankful to have been a part of it. I love you forever. Your faithful husband, Todd. Beside this touching note, Todd had penned an equally lovely letter for his baby girl, Kylie, who was only 9 months old then. Although absorbing his words was stinging, it was evident Todd selected them with care to provide Emma and Kylie resilience and solace after his death. Dear Kylie, my darling girl, even though you might not recall me, I want you to know just how much your daddy adores you. I had to depart for Afghanistan when you were merely 9 months old, and saying goodbye was the toughest thing I ever had to do. You are so incredibly distinct to me, a true blessing from above. The finest day of my life was the day you arrived. Every time you grinned, my heart would soften. You made my life whole, my sweet girl. I am so sorry I won't be there to see you mature, but remember, I haven't truly left. I am in heaven now, watching over you daily with a grin. You are so fortunate to have an incredible mom to tend to you, so be good for her and aid her whenever you can. Always say your prayers at night and be thankful for all the gifts around you. Never forget how cherished and special you are to so many folks. As you get older and begin school, strive for your best and learn all you can about this amazing world. Be nice and thoughtful to others, and you'll find that goodness returns to you. When things don't go your way, recall that God has a plan, and everything will sort out in the end. You have such a shining and lovely future ahead, my love. Relish every second, and know that I will forever be proud of you. You are, and always will be, my sweet girl. With all my love, your daddy. The messages Todd Weaver composed for the two most significant ladies in his world, his spouse, Emma, and his little girl, Kylie, are brimming with profound sentiment and power, mirroring his courage and acknowledgement of the final price he might pay serving his nation. Emma noted on her blog, A Day in the Life, that while reading Todd's phrasing was terribly hard, they have offered her both tranquility and bravery. I cannot fathom the courage required to be at war, seeing what he saw daily, yet finding the will to compose goodbye notes to those he loved, Emma typed. Todd's sentiments now act as her motivation to confront each morning with the fortitude he displayed. To keep his message near, she had every letter superimposed on special photographs, hers on a nuptial shot, and Kylie's on a picture of Todd reading to her as a babe. According to the Daily Mail, these missives now occupy a distinct spot on Emma's wall. Though penned in confidence, she chose to release them openly, clarifying, I reflected deeply on how meaningful they are and the wisdom Todd demonstrated at merely 26. She wishes they will prompt others to recognize the valor required to serve, even for those who might oppose the conflicts, and to respect those who hazard all for their homeland. Lieutenant Todd Weaver was among those brave souls. He gave his life commanding a unit to defend his nation, a heroism and forfeit that remain inconceivable to most. To combat in a war and script such moving words to his kin at such a young age is past what many could grasp. Todd existed with an insight many don't gain until it is too late. Always voice your love, because you might not get another opportunity.